Hey guys, so if you can tell from the background, my name is Jessica. I have social anxiety, social phobia, and also generalized anxiety disorder. And for me, it's like extremely hard to go to an interview. Like, it don't matter if it's like a one-person interview, a group interview. A group interview to me can be more intimidating, but they're both equally like intimidating to me. I will spend the moment that I find out that I have an interview and to the day of the interview, that whole entire time, like all I do is think about it, look up stuff about it, trying to research about it, look up YouTube videos about interviewing, everything that involves stuff that I probably should not be looking up just because my nerves are like religiously horrible. I don't know what that means, religiously horrible. But like literally I get like so bad to the point where I cannot eat. I can hardly even drink. Basically all I do is lay in my bed with my stomach in knots until the day of the interview. And it's just horrible. Like I also have gastritis. So when my anxiety and my nerves start up, it starts my gastritis up, which means gastritis, if you don't know, it's like an inflammation of the stomach. So basically, once that starts up, your stomach just nonstop is bothering you from anxiety, and then it's also bothering you from the gastritis. So basically, I did that all of last night. I got a call on Monday, which I don't know when I'm going to post this video, but I got a call on Monday morning. And from that morning, from about 9 o'clock on until the next day, which my interview was at 10 o'clock, that's everything that I did. I didn't hardly eat anything. You would have thought I had the flu. It's horrible. Like, I can't, like, nobody really understands that level of anxiety unless you have social anxiety yourself or generalized anxiety disorder yourself. Social anxiety can be so, like, debilitating that you literally can, like, ruin your life from it. Not being able to find a job, not being able to be in social situations, it can literally completely ruin your life, and that's the path that my life is going down. So I have to get a job, and I like really try to avoid any type of interview. Every type of job that I've had has not technically been an interview. It's always been, oh, come in, fill this out, and then we're gonna like train you type stuff. Like it's never actually been a real interview. The couple that I did have that were real interviews were like really simple. We basically hire anybody type interviews. So I basically freak out every time thinking that it's going to be this like really intimidating process. And this, well, to me it always is an intimidating process. So this is what happened today. I had an interview to work at an after school program, and I this was the first time she told me it was a group interview. This was the first time that I had a group interview. All my other ones in the past have been like single person. So I was extremely nervous. I didn't know if there's going to be like 2 people there, if there's going to be 20 people there. You don't know what like group technically can mean. So I was really freaking out about that. I was freaking out that we're gonna have to like go around and introduce ourselves to everybody or do these like ice breaking activities with the people that are there interviewing, and I'm just not that type of person. I've always been the person in college and back in high school even that I would always avoid the day, like the first day of class when you would have to like introduce yourself if you had like a small class. Thankfully I took a lot of like really large classes so they never did that because it would literally take like half of the freaking semester just to go through everybody. So I was freaking out, like extremely bad basically. But it was for this after school program. I literally wake up and I tell myself, okay, I'm gonna hit the dismiss button. And if I just happen to fall back to sleep, this is my excuse. If I just happen to fall back asleep, then oh well, that's just what is meant to be. Well, no joke, I'm not kidding you. My interview was at 10 o'clock. It was 9 o'clock when I tried to wake up. And I'm trying so bad to like delay it, pretend like it's not happening, and then it like literally, no joke, all I had was an hour of sleep. I was up all night, all day, the day before, just thinking, had headaches, had stomach aches, everything. And then it was like 9:40, like literally, like thank God this place is like under 10 minutes from my house. I wake up and I'm like, okay, screw it. You know what? I'm just gonna do it. So I heard something knocking on my door, which I thought was my roommate trying to tell me that I should be getting up, and it wasn't. So I don't know if that was like God, because or something just randomly telling me that I need to get up and go. But something told me that I need to get up and go. So I got up, went out to my car. Car is having issues. Can't take the car. So then I freak out because I have a friend, but they're technically still sleeping. So I had to go wake them up to see if they can take me, and by this time I only had 10 minutes to get there. So I'm running late, freaking out. I'm already freaking out because I'm running late. No, my car, is having problems, and I'm freaking out about that on top of everything else. And then it's I literally was about to go, you know what, just screw it. But I went in, and I was shocked that there was only two other people there. There was a guy and a girl, and the interviewer. She said this was her second time ever doing a group interview, and you could tell that herself she was nervous. So that helped me because I was really nervous, but she really didn't ask she asked one question that we had to answer, and that was, why do you think you're a good fit for this business? And we all had to answer that question. Everything else was you can chime in if you want. Do you have any questions type thing? It was basically going over what the business was, what they do, and that type of thing like that. I was able to ask a question, which takes a lot of guts to do myself. Thank God I was the one right beside her. So I ended up having to answer when she asked the one question. I had to answer first, which was technically better for me because then I don't have time to freak out as much. Even though I did stumble over my words a lot because I do that every time I have anxiety. It's I feel like my voice is shaking tremendously. I try to look them in the eye and I really can't keep eye contact because it's another social anxiety thing. Basically, I got through that. Tried to ignore the other two people that were in the room because it didn't help having other people there. And by the end of it, she's like, okay, well, I'm going to get in contact with you within 2 days. So they're going to contact me, and then all of us that were in there have to come back in for a work interview if we're interested, which is basically working with the staff and the children. Um, which is basically I take that more of I'm hoping it's an orientation type thing. So that's going to be in a couple of days from now. I might do an update when that happens. And then school starts on Monday or Tuesday of the following week. So that'll be when the job starts. But they were really, really nice about it. And yeah, so just if you have social anxiety or generalized anxiety disorder or both, just know that it is possible. Even if you just complete the interview, you should reward yourself because having social, no matter if you think you did bad or good, because most of the time when we have social anxiety, we come out of an interview and the first thing we do is, okay, what did I do wrong? Why did I answer this question that way? Why did I sound like this? I could have been there earlier. I should have gotten up in case I had a problem because I had the car problem. And then you just start questioning yourself, everything. You just start questioning, how was I dressed? Did I look okay? What do my teeth look like? Like, do I have dry lips? Anything like that. Just little things that normal people wouldn't even think about bugs me. It bugs people with social phobia. So, it was just know that it is possible, and a lot of times it's not going to be as bad as you make it out to be. Literally, it wasn't. I'm literally freaking out more over this than if I would have went and had surgery. No joke, I've had surgeries in the past for when I broke my leg. I was freaking out less about that than I was about an interview. That's how bad my social anxiety is with interviews and stuff like that, because when you have surgery, you're out, you're asleep. You don't really have to talk or answer questions. They're just doing surgery on you. When you're in an interview situation, you're under the spotlight, awake, and you have to answer questions, and you have to know what you're doing. But basically, I'm rambling on now. I just want to say, if you have social phobia, just know that it is possible. Just make sure if you do get yourself up and go to the interview, and because all day the day before, I was coming up with excuses as to why I should get out of the interview, and I just told myself this morning, I'm like, you know what, screw it, I'm gonna go. So I went. It went good. I think it went good. I don't know if it went good. I don't think it was really too much of an interview. I think it was more of, we picked these applications out of the pile. These are the people that we want to like train type thing. So like just know that you can do it. It was basically for I think it was 10 to 15 minutes only, and afterwards reward yourself. Like even if it's something small, it's something that you like doing that you haven't done in a while. Maybe you want to just like go out and get some ice cream or something, which my stomach's still killing me, so I'm not doing that. But just something to reward yourself with. Make sure you do it because you deserve it, because it takes a lot for somebody that has social anxiety to go out and do any type of interview. I don't care if it's working for McDonald's or if it's working for like a business or any like like a big business, anything. It doesn't matter. It's like an interview's an interview. Yeah, there are some that are really difficult compared to others, but even just getting out there and being able to do an interview, you should reward yourself, because a lot of people like me, that's a big step. And then, of course, comes the next step, which is if they offer you the job, taking it, and how are you going to deal with your social anxiety on the job. But that would be another video. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know your social anxiety experiences down below, and if you've had a similar experience with interviews. Thank you guys for watching, and have a great day.